In this video, we will look at the distributive property. Let's start by looking at the following picture. Can you calculate how many gifts are in this picture? What did your calculation look like? Let's look at two possibilities we could use to easily calculate the number of gifts. In our first example, there are 3 rows with groups of 3 gifts, and there are 3 rows with groups of 2 gifts. So we distribute the 3 into the 3 red gifts, and we distribute the 3 into the 2 blue gifts. Then our next step would be to say 3 plus 2 equals 5. So we have 3 times 5, which equals 15. Therefore, there are 15 gifts in the picture. Our calculation could also look like this. Once again, there are 3 rows of groups of 3 red gifts, and there are 3 rows of groups of 2 blue gifts. So 3 times 3 equals 9, plus 3 times 2, which equals 6, equals 15. Both these calculations are correct. So we have 3 rows of groups of 3 red gifts, and we have 3 rows of groups of 2 blue gifts. So let's distribute our 3 into the brackets. So 3 distributed to the 3 in the brackets, and 3 gets distributed to the 2 inside the brackets. This equals 3 times 3 plus 3 times 2. If there is a plus sign inside the brackets, we use the plus sign. If it were to be a minus sign, we would use the minus sign. Now it's important to remember to use our order of operations, also known as BODMAS. Can you remember what BODMAS stands for? Correct. Brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. What would happen if we do not use our order of operations? If we look at 3 times brackets 3 plus 2, our order of operations would say that we calculate our brackets first. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. 3 times 5 equals 15. So let's see the importance of brackets in the distributive property. If we were to remove the brackets, it would look like this. 3 times 3 plus 2. Now, our order of operations say that we need to start with multiplication. 3 times 3 equals 9 plus 2. And 9 plus 2 gives us 11. We can see in the picture above that this total does not tell us how many gifts are in the first picture. If we were to rearrange our question to 2 plus 3 times 3, we still need to calculate the multiplication first. So 3 times 3 equals 9, which means 2 plus 9 equals 11. From these examples, you can clearly see the importance of brackets in the distributive property. Now let's distribute over addition. Use your knowledge of the distributive property to complete the following calculation. We can simplify the calculation by breaking up 312 into 300 plus 12. So let's distribute 4 into the brackets. 4 times 300 and 4 distributed to 12 is 4 times 12. And we carry down our plus sign. So 4 times 300 plus 4 times 12. Our order of operations say we complete the multiplication first. So 4 times 300 equals 1200 and 4 times 12 equals 48. 1200 plus 48 equals 1248. Now the calculation was much easier to work with than the original question. Let's see what happens if we forget to use our brackets. Our order of operations state that we need to do multiplication first. So 4 times 300 equals 1200, and then we have plus 12, which gives us a total of 1212, which is the incorrect answer. It's important that we remember to use our brackets and distribute the 4 into everything inside the brackets. Let's distribute over subtraction. We could simplify this by saying 94 equals 100 minus 6. These numbers would be easier to work with. So distribute the 5 into everything in the brackets. 5 times 100 and 5 times 6. And carry down the minus sign. So 5 times 100 equals 500 and 5 times 6 equals 30. Remember, we do the multiplication first. 50 minus 30 equals 470. So if we were to forget to use our brackets, it means we wouldn't distribute into the brackets. So we would simply say 5 times 100, which would give us 500 minus 6, equals 494, which is the incorrect answer. So remember, it's important that we use our brackets and distribute into everything inside our bracket.